Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here going to be running out our first load of refined gold. A couple of things going to turn around and do just before we get out of here is I know I was asked about how much the ore per unit is, and I didn't really know because I didn't pay attention. I know it was a lot of money, and I think it's like $600 per unit, but we'll figure that out. So 64,990 is where we're at currently. Kind of a pain because you can't just drop it now and get it. Alright, so that's just one. What do we say? 64990. So yeah, like $600 per unit, and before we had moved over 54 units, it's like, you know, whatever, $30,000 or something. But as you can see, this stuff just turns around and absolutely pays a ton. That's just the ore move over. So, you know, whatever. There you go. $600 a unit. Pays a lot. So that's pretty good. So then we did turn around and pick up a couple of the new combination cars, the mail freight cars, or what are going to be our gold moving cars. We grabbed two of those and then turned around and threw a passenger car on the rear for a caboose. Just kind of put the old Pinkerton company on there, as that's kind of our security for our gold train. Did pick up one of the green cars and one of the red cars, so we'll just go ahead and open all this up. Just to kind of walk through. Mail in. Absolutely cool. Looks super cool. Really happy with these cars. There we go. Get the door open. And then we get over to this side and we have the freight. I'm assuming this is where like the gold safes and stuff are gonna go. Not exactly sure how all that's gonna work out, but oh, definitely gonna need more cordwood up here soon. So we did get the green, and then we did get the red. Red comes with like a white roof, so that's a little unique and different. Worth pointing out. Did turn around and grab another locomotive for running this train. We're gonna go with the green, I think, up for gold. Gold, green, whatever. So it's number 457 on this one. We did turn around to go with one of the generator lights just to make it easy for nighttime operations, as we may be sneaking our gold loads out in the middle of the night just to keep from running into any problems. So anyway, alright, we're gonna turn around. Oh yeah, we did turn around and kick over those other 6, so that probably gave us a little bit more down here. So we'll go ahead and load those up. Not sure how many exactly this holds, or if we're lined up right. I don't know. What are we, mid-door? Looks like we're right about at the door. So how's this gonna work? Alright, so we get 16. I'm just gonna draw the pallets on there. I wonder if that's what it's gonna do with the safes. I don't know. Interested to see how all this goes. Oh, they just stack. Okay, they're stacking. Cool. Well, if we get 16 in a car, we had what, 26, so we'll get 16 in there, and we'll throw the other 10 in the green car just to just to move it all and see where it takes us. Be almost 2 full cars, still have to say. This is just super cool looking. Dig it. Whoa. Turn right now, wall. Alright, let's see. 15, I think we'll stop it after that. Just throw the rest in the next car. Alright, that's cool. And then we'll just throw the rest in the next car. Oops. Not that one. That one. Wait, how do we come to this kid? Oh, there's no brakes on there or nothing. Surprised that's not taking off. I don't know how that happened. Probably my fault. Oh, it'll give us a chance to show the sound. These things definitely do sound different when you hook them up. Not exactly sure why that's disconnected though, but that stuff does happen from time to time. You need to turn around and put some fuel in this locomotive. Obviously, I don't want to run into it super hard here. Alright. Is it this? There we go. So there, well, when I hook it, you get the great click sound. So do have to say that's kind of cool. Just noticed that. Obviously, picking up the new cars, great new sound with the hookup. That's cool to see. Always nice to see them putting in details with each of the cars, or in new kind of ways with rolling stock. Anyway, I do have to say I appreciate that. So, alright, now let's see. Hopefully everything is hooked up. Of course, I probably left the brake on. Maybe not. Alright, let's just get it rolled forward. We'll check the brakes. That's probably good. I'm not exactly sure where these cars have to line up, obviously. Check the brake there. We'll get that turned off. Alright, so that's to the front half of the car, but definitely not to the door. So let's see what it is to the other side of where the freight drops. So maybe that's kind of our target, whatever. We'll take it. That's working. Alright, 2 more swings. We'll get that in there. So we'll have, yeah, I don't know, what, 9 and 15? Yeah, that's cool. 24 to move. Who knows? See how it goes. This is refined gold. Yeah, refined gold. Caldera and Company. Okay, great. Rock on. That's all of it. Cool. So, with that, we're gonna head on out and up to what is it? The gold smelter, and see what we actually get out of this. Alright, there we go. Brakes off. Throttle up. Everything else is good, right? Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure everything else is connected before we start rolling down the hill. Yeah, with the generator. Nice add on this for running if we're going to be running at night. That's for sure. Alright, let's not get going too crazy speed-wise. So the gold chain obviously is going to make absolutely tons of money as you get up here into the further reaches of the chain. I mean, actually just coming out of the dredge alone. I mean, the ore definitely, to get it from the dredge is a lot of loads, but it pays off huge. I mean, if you're looking to buy a lot of rolling stock, a lot of locomotives, anything else, the gold chain is definitely going to get that done in a big way. Fast, obviously. I think that holds like 200 gold ore. I mean, but moving the ore over, don't get me wrong, getting it out of the dredge is like, you know, that is a lot of work and a lot of ironworks. Like, you really have to use the ironworks and the iron smelter, just absolutely tons. Tons of raw iron, tons of steel pipe and tools. All the things we didn't go through a ton of before. When you want to run the dredge, you're going to go through tons of it, that's for sure. So a little bit different there. Alright, let's try to get that down. Alright, slow things down as we come into the switch here. Do still have to work out the line to the gold mine. Haven't gone up there and looked yet. That may be a faster, easier way to get gold ore. I'm not sure. It might be harder than the dredge. Might be easier than the dredge. Do not know as of yet. Alright. So we will get that off. That goes that away. And we'll kick it into gear. Looks like we got enough fuel, got enough water for now. Heat is all good and pressure is good. Little short train. Honestly, turned around and just threw the security car back there, if you will, because I didn't want to turn around and run a 2-car train. Did kind of debate whether picking up a different locomotive, but at this point, this whole layout's been done with the Class 125s, so just kind of basically, except the Montezuma there at the start. So otherwise, pretty much all Class 125s, and just wanted to kind of keep that going. Just might as well finish it out with that. Obviously, this load probably does not need that big a locomotive, though these cars are pretty heavy. I'm pretty sure these were like over 18,000 pounds or something like that. So whatever, a little heavier than the passenger cars. That's just when they're empty. So I'm not sure with gold. I should go back there actually now and take a look at it, what it weighs with gold, before we just dump that out. Would be a cool thing. My guess is they're going to be pretty heavy by the time you get gold. You know, gold's supposed to be pretty heavy, right? So one would think that that's pretty heavy. The new line, as I'm thinking about it, it did run up here because I have run coal up to the gold smelter already. So dropping this off, we will get a chance to see what that outputs when we get up there. Have not seen the gold ingots yet, or how that produces, or what it looks like, so that'll be cool to get a chance there. Do get a good look here down at the stamp mill, and the 2 locos that we currently have holding there. There's the water loco and the hoppers. Probably going to step up that hopper trail, although I don't know, the more I keep thinking about it, we're going to end up with several trains around the layout, probably for running hoppers, probably a few more coal trains here and there. A lot of industries now going through coal, which is kind of, you know, era correct. Now coal is definitely a hot commodity, and it's going everywhere all the time. So that's a thing. You can see here, we kind of just worked around the corner there and gave us a nice ledge, really nice and easy to kind of get a gentle grade here, I guess is what I'm looking for. Kind of work our way up the valley. Alright, try to bring back up the UI here. Great looking scenery, gotta give them credit. Absolutely looking spot on. I think they hit it. I think they did just enough coloring in the snow with, you know, to make it so that it's not just blindingly white. They did a really good job there. Lighting effect, everything else just coming off. Looks great. And there we do get our first looks over at the gold smelter as we work our way up the valley here. You do see it is rimmed out, so there is a nice little way we worked around that, just kind of working further down the valley. It feeds back. Really very happy with the way that this line laid in here, I have to say. This was fun, just up here finding the path for all this stuff up in the snow. Had a lot of fun laying this. And hopefully it all works out. It's going to be interesting to see how it spins through the after the industry, because it did totally change that. Since I brought the coal up here, we just had some straight drops, and then turned around and figured we'd put a loop out on the end to bring things around. This is kind of the end of the line for up here, at least for now. So haven't really tested the loop, so it'll just be kind of interesting to see how the train runs through that part. A little bit of tight track in there, not a ton of extra room. Did get through here without really lopping out of trees or anything. Probably start slowing the locomotive down, just so we don't go running through here all crazy. Not exactly sure how these cars are going to handle the sharper track, or the locomotive for that matter. This thing not exactly, you know, small. So here you do get our first looks at the gold smelter. I'm sure most people have probably been up and taken a look at it by now, but there it is. So it's pretty cool, you have to say, like the new industry. So we'll get this run around and see if we can get it in for a stop. This part here is kind of untested rail, but should be scenically nice, so hopefully it works. Is the hope. Alright, we are going 20 miles an hour, which is probably more than we need for some tight track. It's easy to forget the old top speed used to be 15 miles an hour, you know, so should get a nice look back at the falls. I'm assuming that's kind of Aurora Falls right there, a map's namesake. This kind of just give us a nice little feedback here on the around this little mountain. This obviously is going to be the most this is the biggest question mark right here, is whether we're going to actually make it around this turn or not. And if we make it around this turn without any problems, which we look to be doing just fine, actually. We could have widened that out if we cut down the tree, but again, we were trying not, I didn't want to take out any trees back there if we didn't have to, so no trees were actually taken out laying the industry or laying the rail up here, so all just kind of snakes around everything. There, that worked out cool. Have to say, pretty happy with that. That's a victory. Alright, cool. It's probably the most scenic loop I've ever made. That's for sure. Scenic return loop. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Alright, happy with that. Winner. These were just kind of going into a Y. I was going to do some sort of Y turnaround thing in here, and then kind of got up with an industry in the air, and it was decided that if I could wrap a rail around that, I was going to go for it. Probably going to end up taking out some of these trees over here anyway, just for loading purposes. Actually, I suppose, where does this unload? Don't really know how this is going to work. So we will just kind of jump up here, take a look around. Do have some cool lighting on this dock. I have to say that's one super cool thing. Some of the other docks definitely could use lighting for running at night. That's cool. And then we do have another one of the RailRoadsons here. I'm not sure now whether that's John, Joe, or Jacob, but there he is. Apparently, this is when I think Jacob drinks a bit, because there's the whiskey bottle there. There's a couple of cases of bourbon laying around. Obviously, he drinks tea and coffee, but several cases of bourbon have been located up here, and yeah, definitely been spotted with some whiskey in his possession. So careful with the drop-offs there, or the pickups. All right, let's see if we can get this unloaded and see what we get. Okay, 67,990. All right, so that's just 67,990. So that was like what, 3,000 bucks? Oh, well, then this should be like a ton of money. Let's see. I mean, if that's right, rock on. That's like a ton of money. How much does this thing hold? 150 units. So quite a bit. Alright, so we'll get those in there. Which, yeah, we just made an astronomical amount of money. Alright, well that's cool. Ringing the register. Hardcore. Alright, so we're going to slide this forward. And then we'll dump this other car. Alright, that should be good for a lineup. I'll go ahead and take a look at dumping this. See if that's working. Okay, yeah, that's working. So that's cool. Getting paid. Holy wow, did that pay huge. Oh, okay. Whoa, and then there we are. There's the pay. That's cool. Safes. Holy, lots of safes. How many safes? 10 gold. Really? There's no way to look. That's a bummer. So we never get to see the gold. No. All right. Oh, that's cool. We got safes everywhere. I don't. How many did it convert? What did we bring up here? I think it was 20. Let's see. It was 24. Wait. So bringing up 24 of those dropped off. Wait, 10 of those? So we get 2 safes. Looks like we get 2 safes for every refined gold that goes in. That's cool. Well, this might actually pay off pretty good then. And then I suppose we get the safes back onto the car. So we'll be backing those up and loading them up. And then we'll have to get them down to the express agency, I would assume, which we don't have rail in there yet for. But, I mean, even just getting this far pays an absolute boatload of money. I mean, holy wow, that's a winner. Well, that's why he's up here celebrating with the whiskey. By the time you get this far, it's party celebration time. Sweet. We'll say cheers to Jacob then, and I think we're definitely going to call that one a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.